and it wasn't very good.
Yeah, I don't know how much they picked it a couple times.
I
This
really like the
tournament.
Madman here, by the way. Like, normally Pesty is a very good hero against Madman, but since they have Monarch, and because Madman is actually amazing with coL's lineup, like Pesty plus Madman is a killer combo. And picking up Madman here is not only a good like starting two heroes, but also very good against what coL has. And they
So a
finish up
nice
with
little
Pebbles.
block there. Yeah, Pebbles and Midas there. So another hero that's very complexity style though. So
Yeah,
it's at
no.
least something that they're comfortable with. In terms of, you said they had to drastically change their draft. Are they accomplishing that so far, or is it
This
maybe a
is
little
this
bit
is
too
a good
early?
good starting draft, I
Good
think,
start.
for sure. Like Midas plus Pestilence is a great like can kill any hero in the game. Also, Midas I personally think is decent against MRR because they're not the best at zoning out a Midas like NAU, where Midas is sometimes don't even get experience.
Yeah.
So no, I like Midas. I think both teams got off to a very good start. The thing about Pebbles here is that a Pebbles dual lane against a Pesty Andro will always win. Like Pebbles is gonna free farm this game mid, like if MRR decides to dual lane it, while Pesty Andro cannot lane against it. And what coL could do is pick another support, of course, but I personally think that coL is at their best when they have a jungler, same as us.
Right. Yeah, I
So
don't think I've ever seen them. It's very rare that they do the second support.
yeah,
They ran the tri-lane a couple of times, and they didn't really have good results with it. So I don't see them passing up on a jungler here. I mean, did we have any jungle bans yet? There's the Wild Soul.
I mean I can just say already that
Or Beast
Tempest is an
Parasite.
amazing hero this game for Legion. So I wouldn't mind seeing a Tempest plus single core carry, and just let Pesty solo mid. But they will give up 2 lanes. But if they have a Tempest on top, I think that's fine.
Yeah, one of the
And
heroes.
there we go.
See what you got picking
Oh,
from
Tempest
time to time.
is
Tempest
good,
is
really
removed.
good ban with MRR because they have no superior cancel, and Tempest is already good against those 3 heroes.
So
And
obviously they're leaving the Ophelia up
No,
there.
yeah, no,
Not afraid of
this
it.
is not an affiliate game.
Yeah.
Like, no. Monarch slow completely ruins the initiation from Ophelia creeps, and like the cocoon just completely ruins whoever they go on with the creeps. At the same time, Madman always goes Arcbones into Cleaver, and the creeps just die. So I don't think, and I'm thinking for MRR here, not myself. I
Right.
wouldn't mind pick Ophelia here, like, but that's what they think. They're like, oh, we don't care.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen Pebbles pick up the Alchemist Bones as well.
Yeah.
So it's something that they're not obviously afraid of, but that doesn't leave many jungle pickups here. So, you know, if they do go for a second support, one
good
that
ban.
What You Got likes to play is Deadwood.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
Is, you know, any viability perhaps in this game for him?
I don't think so. Monarch completely counters Deadwood. And with the follow-up from Pebbles Madman, I don't think Deadwood will do too much. And if they pick Deadwood here, they're completely stuck. Unless they trial in the pest. Like, they need a carry here. In
Yeah,
the
no,
jungle.
I mean, it sounds like they got their work cut out for them here. I mean,
Cthulhu
really
what
good
the-
bans apparently coming out by MRR. And the Cthulhu Font, that's a hero they played a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I really like the ban on Ravenor from Foremost though. That was really smart. I definitely think this could be a Ravenor game from MRR.
Okay.
So that was good. Like MRR can do anything here, while coL is like they're forced to pick a jungler plus carry or a support plus carry. So MRR knows exactly what coL is going to be picking here. Not the exact heroes, but they know what they can expect, like a jungler plus carry or a support plus carry. While MRR can literally do anything with their lineup right now.
Yep, they can, and I imagine it's likely that they will pick up another semi-carry, something like that. Seems
Can't
like
believe that
they're
hero
going.
got through the second stage.
Yeah, I forgot
actually
because
insane.
he doesn't show up when you take in jungler, but
It's weird how they value Cthulhu over Sulfuris. Actually, that's weird.
Huh. Yeah, it is strange because we haven't seen Cthulhu Font at all here.
No, and there's no Parasite that MRR wants to pick either, so in terms of that counter, that's just, I think that was kind of stupid by MRR here, and obviously well played by coL to pick it up, because they have triple stun already on Midas, Pesty, Andro. Midas, of course, not being the most reliable one, but on top of Pesty will always happen, and well, Self just like gives the magic damage, because our last game, for example, against coL, we had a lot of physical, and Void Talismans countered us.
Yeah.
Haxring got an early Harkon's Blade.
I saw the whole team
but-
going for them there, and the other Heartguns played. But,
So,
I mean, she
yeah.
did plenty of damage. It was just crazy.
Yeah, you actually almost one-hit them. But no, so a very well-rounded lineup from coL so far. I like their draft.
So,
And it's more early game. I just hope they do not go like a mage. Their mageman's not here, but
yeah. I like that
what
they
carry
waited
would-
till the end to show what carry they're going to go.
yeah, it's hard to pick here. Like we wouldn't mind picking Moon Queen here, honestly. Like Moon Queen with Symbol can man up against Hellborn's lineup for sure. It fits great with Pesty and the ultimate. I would pick Moon Queen here, 100 times of 100. But we were also the only team that plays Moon Queen, so I guess we could expect something like Should I call something here in 20 seconds? Puppet, I guess,
Puppet,
is okay.
Sandwraith.
Oh.
There we go.
I mean, Sandrift's great against Behe. They have a lot of blink cancels. Yeah, no, I think Sandrift could work here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of jump here on the Hellborn
Yeah,
team, too, so a tankier carry is not necessarily the worst idea. Now, we do see one more pick coming out here by MRR.
Oh, coL's draft is much better this game. Like very, very early aggression. They can fight early. They can fight mid. They can fight late game. I think this is a very good draft by coL.
Well, that's good to hear. Anybody here is watching the Grand Finals at home. I know when I'm watching these events, I want more games. That's all I want. So if Complexity can take a game here, that will be great going forward. Hellborn team, to me, I mean, another carry. It's got to be the choice.
Yeah, it's ties, man.
It's Thailand, yeah. It's no
we need another
surprise
Alkbones. Oh, actually, no. They go Alkbones on Pebbles, too.
They're pretty heavy on the melee side, so.
I can't call anything here. It's impossible.
MRR. So, okay. They're going to go with Nomad here.
It's a double invis
Another
against
invis
Pesty.
against Pesty, exactly.
And also Sandrift Ulti still follows the target. I'm not sure. Like, I've seen them pick so much Nomad in scrims, and it's always worked out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like,
well,
I'm just not going to say anything because if I say it's bad, I'm going to get it. I'm going to jinx it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's a hero that's pretty strong in the laning phase.
Yes,
he's got great escape mechanism, much like Madman, and being able to be very quick and agile. And last game against the Scout, I didn't see Love place any counter wards on the map, and there was also, it would have been a double benefit because he had the Hellhounds roaming around. Hopefully in this game, you know, he makes it a habit or makes some kind of effort to scout these guys' movement around the map.
How are they? Are they trialing long? What is their plan here? It just be off lane, Pebbles mid. Like it's like I said last game, MRR's draft was way better, but then they decided to tri-lane short lane, which I don't think was necessary at all. Like Warby's off lane, tri-lane short. Like Lodestone still got experience after 3 minutes.
Yeah, it
and
took
he
him
still
a while,
and he still can't do anything against an Andro. Sorry, what was it? Andro Mana.
I don't remember the laning phase, to be honest.
Anyway, Andro plus the carry, like, Lodestone can't do anything against that. So I don't think MRR needed to lane the way they did last game. So I was a bit surprised about that. Obviously worked out. But, yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to lane. Like,
Legion side's pretty standard here, so maybe a strategy positive.
It has to be a tri-lane short lane. Like, when they've done the Nomad strategy, they've gone on early cleaver, and then they've just stacked the entire jungle. So I would expect to see Pebbles mid, Madman off lane, and then tri-lane short lane. And for coL, of course, kind of standard lanes. Midas off lane, Andro, Sandrift short lane, and Pesty mid. And then we have the Sulforce jungle. So that there shouldn't be anything weird from coL, I don't think.
So, but if they do put Behemoth in the off lane, I feel that gives a little bit of breathing room. Probably no problem, like leaving Sandwraith to fend for himself and maybe see some rotations by Andromeda.
Yeah, like, I don't think Behe can get anything bottom. He should be level 1 after his initial block on the creep wave. So unless Formless screws up the lane control, he shouldn't get anything bottom on God KSA. But at the same time, it is God KSA playing the Behe.
Well, yeah, his suicide.
So we're talking about. Wait, why are you trolling me here now? It's Madman off lane.
Is it going to be Madman off lane?
Yeah, that's what I said, didn't I?
Okay.
Wait, did you expect him to trial in top with Madman and Nomad?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I was really confused here. Okay. No, it's Madman off lane.
Madman off lane.
And it's short lane trial in with Monarch and Behe. I was like, wait a second. Behe? All right. I don't know.
Well, that's a pretty...
Yeah, so no, it's Madman off lane. He should be able to get something because obviously Andromeda can't harass him too much. But he's not going to get too much.
Right,
there.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I was like, wait.
You got a lot of information for me to absorb here.
Yeah, sorry. I can shut up.
But no. I definitely appreciate it here. This might take me a minute. That's why we got the pause. We got a little moment to discuss this. But
no, it's 100% Madman off lane, Pebbles mid, and then Trilon short lane. They're going to stack everything, get Cleaver on Nomad, then B is going to farm short lane for PK. That's the strategy.
Alrighty. Well,
but I think I favor coL's lineup in this draft, though. But then again, I haven't seen Nomad in action except in scrims where he worked. So.
Yeah, well, Oscar.
But how will it like?
I think Oscar should be okay. He usually mans up pretty hard on his Midas. But I mean, if they land a Fisher block, he can obviously Elemental Warp over it. So probably one of the better heroes against this tri-lane.
Yeah, they don't really have anything to kill him. But then again, last game he had a Lodestone, which is technically the same.
Very similar.
And he got wrecked in the start. I just hope he sees the tri-lane coming so he doesn't like feed the first blood. Because last game was kind of stupid. He shouldn't have done that. But yeah, no, Pebbles versus Pesty mid, both heroes should be doing very well, and all comes down to rotations, of course. Like an Andro plus a Self-Forest rotation, and Pebbles is dead. But I would like to see what you got just farm, like stack hard camp and pull with Andromeda, and just get what you got really farmed.
And
That's probably the best way of going with it.
so looking at this game for itemization, I mean, on a lot of these Legion side heroes, we're going to eventually see Shrunken Heads, I imagine.
Yeah.
Deal with the Pebbles, the Madman.
They have to go Shrunken on all
early
three
game.
heroes.
There's so much.
Yeah. But they have to go Nullfire on Sunrife as well, I think, because if he gets cocooned, like there's just nothing they can do. So I really hope we see a Nullfire after the mock, I guess.
As
but it
many
doesn't
games as I've seen Monarch, I don't think I've ever seen anybody just up and buy a Nullfire Blade for it. But it makes so much sense because people kind of panic. Like if you go on a certain hero, and then in that moment, if you don't have like a second, an idea of what you're going to divert your attention to, you kind of just walk around with your head chopped off.
Yeah, exactly. No, like Monarchs just had so much impact this entire tournament. Especially MRR actually has a 100% win with Monarch so far.
Wow.
So they're doing very well with the hero, and Leaf has been playing it amazingly. And yeah, no, if you don't get a Nullfire, like Cocoon is just gonna destroy whoever you go on. I like this ward by Oscar, by the way. Not blocking the camp, just keeping it for vision here, so you can see the rotations from Behe and Monarch. Behe ran bottom, and he did not ward eventually. Okay, so he had a Rev Ward. I thought he was going to block a camp of what you got, but he didn't. So, yeah, okay. So B is going to block for Madman, then he's going to run back to base, regen up mana, and then run top again.
Yeah.
And we got some love here from Fuzzy and Shitawan in the mid lane here.
Oh, yeah. Chitawan threw out the taunt on the Fuzzy already, so.
Yep. They both taunted each other and wrote some hearts. How nice.
Yeah.
Up-and-coming love story, maybe.
I'd watch that.
But Chitawan has a girlfriend. Sorry, Fuzzy. But you never know.
Does she have the lips of Fuzzy?
What happens
though?
in Thailand stays in Thailand, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been told that that's the case. Love going to put an early lane ward down here as well.
yeah. The Love's been placing his lane ward a lot from Legion, and on Hellborn he's been placing it on the top lane on the left side. So on both cases he's been placing it as far to the side as possible.
Oh, Leaf
So
with an
this-
identical one too.
Oh,
It's cute.
that's actually a really good ward. I haven't seen him do this before. But yeah, the Leaf's ward there in the lane is of course very good. B, don't tell me B's gonna lane bottom with Madman.
He did drop a Rev Ward down here. Just
No, this is so. Well, he's actually spotted, but this would have been smart because if Andro goes too far up from Madman, she gets blocked off and she dies. But the ward from Love here will spot it.
Oh,
and the
top
Rev Ward-
lane, there's already initiation here onto Midas. Takes a lot of damage. But well, it should be fine.
Yeah, no,
Sorry to
this
cut you off
Rev Ward.
sometimes.
No, it's okay. This Rev Ward was a little bit out of range from Love. Doesn't look like they've been watching their replays because we did, and the Love Ward has been there every game pretty much. All right, so yeah, Midas top, not going to get too much. Actually,
Wow,
Monarch's
that's a
positioned
lot of
very well
damage
here.
coming out here by Nomad already. And Monarch is going to be in a good position for auto attacks out. Unfortunately, Elemental Warp a little bit too far.
2 seconds.
Doesn't get the body block off. Ooh.
Nice try.
Unfortunately, the taunt coming out here. They're out for blood already in that top lane. Oscar, one of those heroes. He'll play to the limit. Bloodlusted a lot. He gets bloodlusted a lot, but
Sadly, health pot cooldown, so he can health pot up at least. Yeah, no, so Punkpar's gonna free farm, and I don't know, they're doing well bottom. Like, B is just sitting there, and Sander's unable to last it properly here.
yeah. Oh, off to an early start here. Madman's already got 7-1 compared to the 5-0 Sandwraith.
Yeah, no, they're actually managing to shut him down because they know for wait, what?
What?
Oh.
Oh, that's just kind of
No, they know that Sulfuris can't gank yet. Like, he just can't. So they decide to just go bottom, like, ruin it a little bit, and then I guess BA goes top. Still think they're going to stack everything for Nomad. But, yeah, I guess I was wrong.
Well, apparently they don't need a tri-lane to shut the Midas down, so
No.
maybe a good call here. I mean, this is going to give them both
yeah,
lanes
this is really
guaranteed.
smart.
And then in the middle lane, Chitawan on Pebbles, we've seen him play Pebbles mid so many games this tournament already, so you know he's comfortable on that.
Well, yeah, he's actually 7-2 versus 4-1 here. But yeah, no, so the B bottom was a very smart call. I mean, they won't, like, obviously win the lane, but they will shut down Sandray's farm while Nomad free farms. And an early Nomad Shroud, like, with the cleaver into whatever, like Shield Breaker or anything, will, like, one-shot supports. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of Nomad, so I'm really interested to see what Pungpan can pull off here. And meanwhile, Oscar is going for top rune, and so is Leaf. No, he's actually stacking. Yeah.
Oscar's going to stack out the Ancients here. We know Sulforus can take those pretty early, so I like that.
Yeah, no, one of the things that we're pretty bad at is stacking Ancients, and
Look at this.
I've always given... Oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah, he picked up a haste rune. He was originally going to go bottom, but he turned around. I think he knows there's a ward over here.
Yeah, this might be interesting. He's going to block off the Andro. Or just run for the Sandwich, maybe? What is he doing?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure he
He's
knows
just
what
going
he
to
wants
annoy
to do
people.
yet either.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, rune control, you keep that haste out of the hands of the Legion side there, so at the very least.
But yeah, no, as I was saying, Complexity is great at stacking like Ancients and stuff. They're always stacked very early. Even if they don't have a hero, they can actually farm it properly. It's always done, which is a really good addition to your team.
So Midas coming down here. I figure, yeah, he's going to start stacking up their jungle like you said. There's not much else he can do in that top lane.
Yeah, no, he can't get experience at all now. Like he's going to have to find it somewhere else. And right now he's just stacking the jungle. And like the longer they can delay the mock, like if they can delay the mock long enough for MRR to like get map control and do what they do best, which is just choke the enemy team and farm as much as they can themselves, this game is going to be golden. Like I did give the draft advantage to coL, but this was unexpected.
Yeah, the laning setup.
Yeah, very smart.
Initiation here. Pebble's going to try to toss Pestilence into the tower range. Fortunately catching the creep there.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it would have been a kill. It would have burned a lot of regen here.
Shadow's in a good mood at least.
Yeah. I get Leaf too. He's already pulling here. Get a nice level 3 on him, pulling ahead.
Yeah, Midas getting the pull bottom here to get some experience.
Yeah, hopefully he could find level 4. More action in mid lane. Just a little bit more
Should be
harassment. Oh, down at the bottom. Yes, Behemoth Midas is going to come in here. Gets the golden salvo off. A couple more auto attacks might do the trick. Yes, Behemoth will fall here. Samurai getting dangerously low. But 4-man rotation, 4-1. Maybe buy a little bit of space for Samurai.
Yeah, he just got a little bit greedy there, which was not necessary. They have the ward here already, and they knew that Sulforus was farming the hard camp. This is no reason to make that play, but so that's Bloodlust for Sandwave, and now he's technically gotten every last hit, you could say. Like he got the Bloodlust, which made him recover all the lost farms. So no, that was a great kill for Complexity.
Totally worth it. In the meantime, they put a lot of pressure up on the top tower.
Is he gonna be able? I don't think they can kill Testy, man. Like he's too tanky.
They have a double damage on Pebble's bottle as well.
Ah, that's true.
Oh, bottom lane. What is Madman doing this far up? Love had a Rev Ward as well. That's going to be another kill here coming out by Complexity.
Yeah, no, this is they're doing great. Like Oscar's not getting anything top, and now he's being very active. So Oscar doing what he does best. He finds things where he's not supposed to.
This Behemoth still stalking about in mid.
Oh.
You think with the double damage, they come out with the Fissure. There's another combo stun. One auto attack. Tossed another. Oh, taking him down just to 45 HP.
Nice try.
Those bottle sips, man.
You know, it's going to be very hard for Madman to come back bottom now, but he's still 260 GPM, so for an off lane, he's very happy with this. But the thing is, as soon as they get that Sandrift level 6 and they have the Pesty level 6, like this Pebbles is a free kill like all the time, unless Monarch's sitting behind him. I'm not so sure how Nomad's going to fare this game.
Like, he's farming at 530 gold per minute here with no kills.
Are we going to see an Alkbones?
Well, the Alkbones means a faster cleave for them.
Yeah.
They like to do that.
They do. Bottle on Formless, as normal Sandrift players do. And B is running back bottom again. They've double stacked. Look at the jungle, by the way, on MRR side. This is what I was talking about. It's just already like getting stacks everywhere. And they're preparing for that Nomad cleaver. And then B is going to take the top. And then he got a life tube, I think, on Nomad. So he is going straight up cleaver. Probably because of the stacks.
Sandwich gets walled off here, but...
Did he get the rune? Yeah, he did.
Yep, a little refresher. Want to get him back in here, and he'll be able to come back down to the lane. Very close to that level 6. In fact, that creep should do it. Yep. But MRR, I mean, they've got to be used to playing against the Sanders. They were such a popular pick for so long in the Thai region.
Sorry, repeat that?
Well, I figure that Sanders is such a popular pick for so long in the Thai region. They got to know that he's level 6. Always expect that plus
like
1
it kind of
factor.
fell off when all the Alkbones came. Oh.
Yeah, stun here on the Pestilence coming in by Madman, but the Fissure is going to block Madman off, actually. And now Andromeda's going to get the turn kill to Kamis on Aurora. There comes the Cocoon, only 2 points into it. And it's still going to be enough to keep them. Pebbles trying to toss for the deny, but Oscar coming in with the counter kill. Now it's going to be 2 for nothing in favor of Complexity here. That Sandwraith ultimate coming into effect.
Yeah, no, that actually, I don't know if you saw it, but the reason that Pebble survived, sorry, Pesty survived is because Sandwraith ulted the millisecond and he chucked the Sandwraith instead of the Pesty.
Wow.
That was so beautiful. Really well played by Complexity there. Perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. No chance of even a deny if they continue to pressure up in the top lane. Banking on this Nomad, he's one of those heroes. If he gets out of hand, he can snowball really quickly.
Yeah, but then you look at coL, and they have so much for killing like one hero, and I just don't see how this Nomad is going to be able to do much. But I don't want to jinx it. He's probably going to, it's Pung Pang, man. He'll just do something crazy.
Madman will, probably get an Alchemist Bones and maybe like a 25-minute cleaver if he's lucky. So they will have that kind of backup if Nomad could just buy enough time.
Yeah, no.
But
that Monarch.
Find the Monarch here. Cocoon and TP on himself, and Fuzzy's going to back off.
Yeah, like most players are aware of the fact that you no longer skill bash on Pesty until level 10, so he knew that he couldn't bash him, so he just TP'd out. So that was well played by Leaf. Well aware of how Pesty, I guess. Well, Ties have been playing Pesty for a long time, so you can expect them to know what to do.
And I like the way that they do Max Flight and Impale first. Maybe I put 1 point instead of level 4 Impale, but yeah, he has an Invis here. He's so slow without any kind of boots, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of like bumbling along down here. No easy targets.
Andros dust, though. Do they know they has? I think they know he has Invis. He's gonna dust here, isn't he?
I'm not sure. Chidawan's going to jump on a Lord Salforest, but even gets a nice Fisher off onto Andromeda, too. And
yeah, no, I guess I actually missaw it. He had 1 dust, not 2, which means he bought it before and just had 1 dust left. I thought he bought it for this. But yeah, but no, he had it from admin, of course. So well, good gank there by MRR. They're still in this game, of course. coL's doing very well, but MRR, it's actually quite even looking at the stat line.
Yeah, for being 4-1, they do have that 1 tower.
It's that 520 GPM Nomad, just chilling.
It's insane. That's like such good farm. He hasn't missed like a creep yet, it seems like.
Yep, and now there's a triple easy, double hard cam, double medium, and they're probably going to keep stacking. Ancients are also double, so I guess they're going to be triple here soon. The MRR on top of their stacking again.
Monarch puts a ward in mid to watch for the TP rotation.
Oh, this ward by Love here, very crazy. He will actually get it off. Nice. Monarch's a little bit afraid here. Oh.
I think they're still
lagging, maybe?
Lagging. I saw a couple of little somethings going on there. But yeah, so do you think they prioritize that Nullfire Blade before anything else onto the Sandwraith, or can it wait?
That was the problem that I was going to mention before I forgot. Like, he has to go Mach into Shrunken. Like, if he doesn't go Shrunken, he's going to die this game.
Yeah.
So if he goes Mach into Nullfire, he's going to be such an easy target to kill, and I don't think it will work out at all. So no, I expect to see the normal Mach Shrunken and Resto combination.
Okay.
But that's the thing, like, he's forced to go those items. I don't think he can go that Nullfire, so Monarch should get a free Cocoon every fight. Or he could go a more active build with Nullfire and skip the Mach, but I don't think we'll see that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something Formless would do. But at the same time, I mean, I could see that route working out because, prioritizing more farm onto the South Forest. And
yeah, sure.
But yeah, it's not something that they would typically do.
No.
When can South Forest take a triple stack Ancients?
Oh, level's 5 really, but you do it at level 7. Otherwise, it's not worth the time. Like, you want to do it when you have max Q.
Okay.
So he should be walking over there now as soon as it's tripled, but they actually haven't tripled it.
No,
I didn't notice that until now because they double stacked it at 2 minutes. Yeah, no, that should definitely get tripled, and he should go there straight away.
Flight activated on Pestilence here. She's gonna drop down.
There's 2 in their jungle.
Yeah, we might see Nomad make an appearance here.
They need TP. TP's.
Big rotations coming up by Complexity here. Nice double stun coming out. Impale and the follow-up by Midas. Intro going to put the swap out. There's the Nomad ultimate.
Damn. That was his illusion. I thought that was the real hero too.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, he saw that ward, right? Was that just out of range?
Which ward was that?
Loves, he just placed a ward at the top of the pole. There's actually no TP in here. I think they can fight this. Yeah, they saw the word.
I read it.
Instant counter word. Alright, so Punk Pang is 1200 gold off his cleaver, so he's going still up at that 500 GPM mark. And Formos really needs to get this Mach as fast as possible, so he better hurry up with that. It's a real Pebbles mid, meanwhile, with a very aggressive word from Leaf. Oh, wow, look at that. They have one behind the tower and one in front of the tower. A play like this normally tells you that like their next objective is that mid tower, like that's what they want to get.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would never double word it. So I would expect to see a play here, but the problem is that I think they expected an early PK on Chitawan, and now he's not getting that early PK, but they're actually letting him take some farm here. If you look in the jungle,
Slowed down
he just got a
quite
triple
bit.
stack.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, but they won't be able to push the mid tower until one of the words is gone though, so I don't expect us to see anything here. I'm just gonna chill, get that cleaver, and finish Pebbles PK. It's gonna be a very tough game for Behemoth, man. Very tough game.
Oh, tough game for who?
For Behemoth.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, the carry meta is so strong right now that even though you don't have too much farm in your other heroes, like, it will still work out. I mean, the Mage Ping game against Complexity, between us and Complexity, it literally felt like a 1v5. Like, it didn't matter if we killed his team, like, Mage Ping just 1v5. So
Yeah, it definitely got out of hand that way. And
yeah, so my point is that even though, like, B is going to have a rough game, like, he just needs to get 1 or 2 stunts off in a team fight. He doesn't have to ult, and I think that Nomad and Pebbles and Madman can make food of them. And you can see that Nomad's, well, actually, I haven't seen Madman against Sandreef. Do you buy a Null Stone, or do they still go Cleaver, you think? I mean, it is ties, so I wouldn't expect a Cleaver, but...
onto Nomad?
5 heroes bottom, by the way, from coL. They're going to dive him. Yeah, this is a dead Madman.
Madman could
He needs to dodge the
here.
Festus stun.
Oh yeah, they're gonna jump down on Madman here. So you're talking about Madman? They're definitely gonna get another cleaver on him. They do double cleaver all the time.
Yeah, I don't think they care about Sandreef. They're just going to get the cleaver, yeah.
I'll probably be happy if Samurai TP onto Madman instead of Nomad.
Yes, now Cleaver is finished on Nomad, so it's time for us to see him do some work, I guess.
And Chidawan also picking up the portal key, and in bottom lane with a Veiled Rock, gonna jump down, takes out Sandwraith in the blink of an eye, but Sal Forest getting the quick turn. There are TPs coming down though. Can Monarch get a crippling pollen off? Nomad gonna give him that
Behind
little
him.
burst
Pesty,
of speed.
Pesty.
Ooh, Pesty is coming in from behind. He's gonna get that off. Pestilence catches the impale on Nomad. Nomad's gonna get swapped.
Buyback.
Oh, where did he go? He's dead here, and now that's another kill. And Nomad's so squishy right now with just Ghost Marchers.
When's the last time you saw Complexity buyback 12 minutes into the game?
Oh, wow.
This is what I mean, though. Like,
Oh, in your game, he bought back so early, right?
oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like this World Finals, like they've never used their buybacks that early. You could see a 40-minute game and Complexity had all their buybacks.
Yeah.
And then they won games because of buybacks, like they did against us today. So this very early aggression. Oh.
Wow, and now they're going to catch
Oh,
Batman
Cocoon.
here, but the Cocoon buying him a little bit of time. He actually throws the barrel roll out, and Chidawan's going to jump though, the toss out. Midas gets picked off. Now Pestilence going to try to TP out. I don't think Pebble's going to catch him here. His ability's on cooldown anyways.
That was very poor targeting by Shidawan. Very poor targeting. They should have gone for Pesty there. There's no reason to kill the Midas. Like, Midas has been doing so great this game, even though he didn't get anything top. He almost has a portal key, as you can see. So, like, they should know that he's supposed to PK and Pesty is the better target. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but obviously they still got a kill, which is okay.
So Pesty worth more gold and experience. Is that why you would prioritize him? Because I feel like
yes, Pesty gets more golden experience because that's how the game works now. Like in particular, like the more like your kill streak and stuff, and your levels, like it's just a better, more value target. They're gonna dive top again, by the way.
Yeah, looks like it. Behemoth
Very
here
aggressive.
just trying to get a little bit of more experience. It's that level 7 point, but Pestilence going to catch him out here. Nice gets the Fisher off first and follows up with that. He does.
They're not gonna TP.
Yeah,
they're
the
gonna
ultimate
leave him.
shockwave used here.
Oh, is this Cocoon?
There's a TP
No,
coming
Cocoon.
in. Madman flying in with the barrel roll. Does a lot of damage to Pestilence here. And Chidawan's going to finish him off. So they go at least 1 for 1 here.
Yeah, that's obviously in favor of MRR. It's Behemoth versus Pesty. As I said, like B is not gonna do much more in this game than Fisher was.
Right.
So that's all he needs to do. So no, good kill for MRR.
Nice
What
job
did-
by
what did
Godcast
buy?
buying time here.
Punkpine bought something. Oh, he is going Shroud. All right, so he's going to normal build. I would expect Shroud into Shrunken Head, maybe.
I think, yeah, he is so squishy. A little shrunken might give him a ton more
But yeah,
survivability.
maybe he just believes that, like, because, you know, you can see when they play Scout, like, they usually play Scout a lot, the Thai teams, and then they buy PK and Shieldbreaker and then just run around and gank.
That's all the scout did. It seemed like
Yeah.
somehow he never farmed, but he had 600 GPM.
Exactly.
And Cleaver and
That's the stacking, though.
Shieldbreaker.
That's the stacking, though. Like, they're allowed to make these plays and roam around all the time because they will always have stacks, like, all throughout the game. So they go for a play,
Make a pit stop
go
every
back,
couple
they kill one
minutes.
stack.
Yeah.
And one stack of hard cam is 400 GPM, or sorry, 400 gold or more, like 500, 600. So, yeah, no.
Huge. So, yeah, MRR fighting to get back in this game, and despite it being 9-4, the golden experience differential is pretty much dead even.
Yeah. I think that still is okay for coL though. Like it's the same, even though you know I still think that's fine. Like if they can just keep up the farm on Pesty Sandra, if they're all good.
Yeah, obviously, when you think late game, there's really no comparison between those two heroes. But at the same time, you know, Chidawan can keep up the pressure. I've seen Nomad run away with a couple games.
Yeah, I'm just not like they need to keep up the pressure here from coL. They've been diving a lot and been playing very aggressive now, and they need to keep that up because if they go late game, like I said, never try to outsmart MR like Thai teams when it comes to late game. Like I do feel like coL has very good late game, but this is a similar situation as we had the last game where we had Dark Lady versus Warbeast and Madman. They had double bashers. This is quite similar. Madman can get a basher late game, Nomad can get a basher late game, and it's one carry versus two. So like, I still think that late game they're both kind of even, but I do think the Thais are better at playing late game than NAE teams are because I feel like coL's strength is team fighting, and this is not a lineup that you usually see coL play. So if it goes to late game, I would favor MRR because of their playstyle and their team in general. So I hope Complexity keeps up the aggression because they have been playing very good. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
They used the Aurora there to block the triple stack. Good timing because MRR was about to take it.
Yeah. Helm on Sulfuris, by the way. I'm not really a fan of that. I feel like this game, all they need is the sheep stick.
Yeah,
or, well, honestly, he can even go Nullfire on Sulfuris. I know that sounds really dumb in theory, but I just don't see how they're going to be able to win a 5v5 team fight if they don't have a Nullfire. If they don't kill the Monarch first.
Right.
And they don't have a hero to scout out the Monarch, you know. They don't have a Tundra, they don't have a Warbeast or anything. So they have the Sandreef ulti. But if Sandreef goes on Monarch, then they miss out on a lot of damage in top lane.
Total in here onto Pestilence.
Oh, they're going to go back in there.
Minus nearby. Yeah, they lock Pestilence Pebbles down here with the Impale and the Sandwraith ultimate just adding insult to the injury. Now when Sulfuris gets vision on a Monarch, Leaf AP is going to go down. Nomad's forced to retreat here.
So now coL keeping up the aggression, doing very well.
Yeah, that's definitely what they need to do. And in terms of the Nullfire Blade onto Sulfuris, I don't think it's that crazy because you know he gets a tablet, which is a heavy intelligence item, and it's utility. It's a utility hero.
Yeah, well, you never want to go Nullfire on Sulfuris ever, but they need a Nullfire, I think. So if they don't want it on Sandreef, they have to get it on Sulfuris because he's going to farm the most. I think second of all.
We'll go for that mock here first. So
yeah, I think we're gonna see the mock shrunken rest of. Like I just don't see how he can go different items, even though you want a Nullfire on him. He'll be too easy to kill.
Leaf HB blocks out the Ancients on the Legion hand side here, but they haven't even been making use of it, honestly, for the most part here.
Yeah, and I guess Madman is one more sword from his cleaver.
Yeah. That's earlier than expected. I thought he was going to have a real rough time. He may get it by 22, 23 or so.
Okay. I think did Madman see the Pesty? Or he just fell it? Plus it was almost on his way to go bottom, then backed off. Will we see an Bones on the Pesty here, though? That's the question. Will they try to outgreed the Thais? Or will they not?
No way. Fuzzy doesn't buy into it. I see everybody else try it. What you got jumped on the bandwagon. Formless bought one last game on Mage Bane, but
yeah, that wasn't very smart.
No.
Yep.
Wow.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Nice.
But you think that's the right decision, actually?
Yeah, no, I love Bones from Pesty. I think it's great because it's such an active hero that sets up so many plays because of his flight, like perma haste.
Yeah.
But that's why Mickey buys it because I farm a lot. I think everyone knows that. And if you get an Bones on Pesty, you technically still keep your 350, 400 GPM while you're ganking. You don't have to farm. So you can give space to your second hero, which is of course Sulfuris' game. He's 450. while Pesty roams around all cleanses and finds kills with Midas.
Yeah,
So no, I like it. It's just not coL.
A little attack speed on Pestilence never hurt anybody either with
That
extra
too.
core procs.
This is a dead
Midas
Midas.
going to get locked down here in the Crippling Pollen. Wow, look at how much damage that's coming out there by Nomad. And the uphill barrel roll. Well played by MRR to make use of that.
And now they are 250 off flavor and mana.
And Behemoth worked his way towards the portal key out of nowhere. Wow, Pestilence going to jump on a Behemoth. As we say that, the Caster Curse is real. He does get a shockwave off, though, and they turn it around. Pestilence is going to fall here. And now Pebble's looking for Sandray, but Lord Forest comes in. Can they do enough?
Cancel.
Yeah, instantly canceling the TP here.
He's going to survive, but that was very nice cancel by Foremost. Like, realizing that, oh shit, we can maybe kill him. So he instantly cancels and tries to kill Pebble. Sadly, not enough, but smart play. What happened now? Why is everyone...
I don't know, they got a tower down.
Why is everyone cheering? I'm confused. What happened?
Maybe because Pebbles lived.
Oh.
It was a little late, but yeah.
Oh, it's delayed? All right, that's fine.
Well, no, it's not delayed. I mean, we knew he lived for like 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Hey, that makes sense. Look at love.
Yeah, Andromeda scouting out Behemoth up here. What was that Fisher for?
How did they keep finding these wards? I didn't check. Was he in Vision?
I'm not sure.
Wait, what?
Like I said. Oh, you know what? He had a Veiled Rot. Maybe he tried to use it and couldn't.
Do you see what I see though? V actually has a PK.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh,
What just
Nomad.
happened? I think Nomad just one-shot the Oh my god.
Yeah, the Behemoth portal key crept up here out of nowhere, and he's almost level 11. I love the timing when you get that delayed portal key, but you get it with the big shockwave.
Yeah, no, I think he got the PK after those 2 kills. So that, I don't know. He has a 20-minute PK with this horrible game. That's well done. But what was I gonna say? This is where we struggle against D-Dog. The first game, the first day, where like we were doing really well. We were ahead in the game, and then MRR just started getting kills, and then we were too afraid. My point here is that coL needs to keep up their aggression because, like I said, you don't want to outgreed or go late game versus Tice. So I hope they won't do what we did the first day and start like slowing down or being afraid of making plays, because if they do that, they are gonna lose. So I want to keep on seeing these well-made rotations from Pesty and Midas, because that's such a strong combination. And they also have Sandray ulti, of course.
There's a haste down here. They're going to leave for Nomad. Oh, wait, no,
600 GPM Nomad, man. He has to chunk him, by the way, so he does go to normal build.
Okay.
So what he should go here is, well, I would love a Demonic on the Hellborn team, honestly, but I don't think you want to do that on Nomad, so I would expect a Shieldbreaker into Genjuro here. That's such a... he's going to one-shot everyone of the... Well, he's going to one-shot the Andro, Sandray, and Midas.
Majority of these guys. He has a haste here, so he might go on to Andromeda. Gets a quick kill. Now activating that Shrunken Head. Yeah, he's going to chase down the South Forest here, tableting himself away. And there's 4 heroes on the Legion side, and they're still afraid of this Nomad here. Pestilence has a physical stun, but yeah, Monarch nearby, not something you want to do.
But they're going to go here. They're going to go.
Ooh, Behemoth going to get the Fisher off there.
Okay. They're back up. They're back up. So, okay, so Nomad's going to go as Null Fireblade, which is, Madman, which is very good. Allows you to double purge the Pesty, and what I mean by that is, of course, Monarch ult and the Null Fire, because if they don't put Pesty ult on either Madman or Nomad, they're not going to kill them. So no, so far item progression on MRR is looking very well. And no, coL needs to keep up their aggression. Now you can see their Fussy went from 370 GPM to 300. Because you know when you're dead, you don't get all clone charges, right?
Right.
And they haven't been able to do any successful plays recently. So they need that post-haste from Oscar, I think. And then they just need Fussy to find plays. But I like Fuzzy much more on heroes that either team fight a lot, like Hellbringer or stuff. Oh,
yeah, Pestilence will jump down Monarch here.
No way. Okay.
Wow, look at the no, they're not taking any chances.
Right. If he got out there, I actually would have gotten mad.
He does get the ward down before dying, though.
No, don't do this.
He's going to block the Ancient Scam here. That's very close decision-making there.
Yeah. He really wanted to go.
But yeah, they don't know, but this Ancient Scam just got blocked again.
All right, so yeah, Pebble's going staff again. Staff. They keep doing this. I don't know why, but I mean, it works out. I've seen shit I want to do 2/3 person combos and win in the game.
Yeah.
So even though I think it's really bad myself, I mean, why question something that works, you know?
It's going to be nice if they can get it going before the Shrunken Heads are picked up.
Yeah.
I mean, but look at Fuzzy, sorry, that's what you got actually on Lord Savage. He could right-click the Shrunken right now if he wanted to.
Yeah, like, Shunk in this game is obviously very, very good, but like I said, they need that sheep stick. But then they have Monaco to perch it. That's the problem. And the casters actually just put the monitor on conger, so coL is aware that, because you can hear that from the booth.
Yeah, you hear that one
So,
rumble.
yeah,
They
so
muted
coL
after.
knows they're congering, but there's nothing they can do about it. And I don't see coL killing Nomad twice, so what they need to do now is just split up the farm on all lanes, try and find like a pickoff somewhere, and just slow down the game until the token's over.
So Nomad picked up a Warhammer
Yeah,
here.
it's Shieldbreaker.
Shieldbreaker.
Shieldbreaker Jinjiro for sure.
So just like the scout play.
Yeah.
Veiled Rod's activated up here in the top lane, but it's actually an Invis Rune on South Forest too. I think they walked by a Rev Ward. It just expired. So
Look at Division though. Like, this is what I mean. Like, MRR are so good with this hero. They always have wards in the right places. They have one on the high ground, which they've had now for the full duration. They have one top lane. Then they have normal wards in the bottom river. And like, he only has one real ward on the map right now. Sorry, two. And one of them is running out. Like, you get so much control with this Monarch here.
Monarch,
And they're
yeah.
so good at it. Like, I don't care about Monarch personally because we don't play it.
Trouble here. The Fisher Sun's gonna come out, blocks Nomad, but he doesn't care. He cleaves through the tree.
Oh my god.
That's some serious game sense there. I'm not knowing exactly where Midas is, but they get him anyways.
But yeah, no, you can't give the Tice Monarch. It's honestly as simple as that. I mean, I still favored coL's lineup over MRR's, but they're just so good with Monarch.
So, I mean, at this point now, you said you wanted complexity to keep up the aggression, but now
Yeah,
it's
now
the shoes on the other foot. MRR is the one who's kind of gunning for them here.
Yeah, because like I said, coL cannot kill
Here's
the
a
boat.
Sandwraith ultimate.
Yeah, there's
Where's
the
he gonna
pest.
go?
There's the Pebble's kill. Oh, there's TP though.
Jumping onto the
From
There's a TP coming in.
Behe-
Here's Behemoth. Oh, this could be a huge one. No. Shockwave was available, but I
Oh,
guess...
see, this was perfect. Like, they find a kill where MRR isn't. That's what they need to do. They need to keep, even though they can't fight them now with the token, they still need to keep up their aggression.
Yeah.
And that's be wherever, like, there's
No,
one or
it's
two
not,
guys
yeah.
alone.
They got to keep using that Sandwraith ultimate
Yeah,
on cooldown
every
pretty
time. He's
much.
actually going resto before Shrunken. So they feel like, okay, we need that extra damage from Saturn Volt ×2, and we need to keep them, stop them from BA ulting and all of that. So they're all in here. Saturn is going to die if he ever gets one spell on him, but they will get way more damage out from the double ult.
I mean, can a Sandwraith with Mach even keep up with a Nomad? Cleaver
No.
Nomad? No,
No.
Not a chance.
Like,
huh?
Saturn doesn't do anything to Nomad at all. Same with Scout, though. Like, Scout just runs away as well.
South Forest in the mid here, being pursued by
Didn't I say he was
Nomad.
going to fucking do this with Nomad, man?
They're going to jump on him here. The Fisher Sun, oh my god, even Lord South Forest isn't safe here. And the Behemoth Shockwave coming in to finish him off. Nomad still got that token, man. Feeling very confident right now.
Like, Nomad, what?
Even Madman now finishing that Nullfire
Yeah.
Blade.
I think
Minus-
he likes Parasite 071, so I would expect Shrunken Parasite this game, I think. But they still need that Demonic. That's why I really dislike the staff. But I mean, like I said, I've seen Shadowwan win so many team fights with his double, triple toss, so I have faith in Shadowwan.
Double damage here on Nomad with that level 3 shield breaker. Just this defense tower is going to get evaporated here. And
You don't want to touch that.
I mean, you've still got the token for a minute. Even ultimate is down, but
Shieldbreaker level 3 now, by the way.
pressure.
Shieldbreaker level 3 and 1300 gold, almost 700 GPM. But yeah, if you look at the creep score right now, you can see that Pebbles and Madman are almost the same. And then Nomad is just way above. Because this Alclone allows Shadowwan to just stay at 400 GPM.
Yeah, it's insane how efficient they are.
Yeah, I'm
using
still
up all
wondering
the
here
cold on the
about
map.
what you got. Is it going Demonic?
Ultimate's up now, so
Yeah.
most of them are sticking together, so it would kind of be a wasted opportunity here. But
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out here what you guys can go because they need a sheep. But at the same time, they have Monarch ulti, so I don't know if it's going to work. He can just save the ulti every time. So I guess you kind of have to go either Shrunken or Demonic. Demonic obviously great. They have a Madman, they have a Nomad, and the armor will help them tons. I just don't see how coL's going to defend this tower, but Midas needs to be here. Like, he needs to be here when they reach the tower. Just look at
staff
this.
completed, and that triple
Okay, here we
staff
go.
toss helping with the siege.
He's sitting up behind.
Ooh, if they kill Nomad here, it's not really good though.
Oh, Pebbles.
They're going to toss Pestilence down into the Angel Swap, keeping Pestilence alive. Nomad goes down, but the token was only
So that's a
expiring
Trunken.
in a few seconds here.
They're going to back. Yeah, they don't need to push this. They should just back. Okay.
I mean, they have most of their
Oh, look at this. No,
cooldowns.
look. Madman's running. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to bait. Like, run back with the ulti, and then they went back. But no.
Yeah, it's a little bit early for them to siege.
Yeah. No, they just did it because they had token and it was running out, and there was no. They could just
How
do
about
it.
half damage on the tower? If Nomad catches him snoozing, he'll clear that out in a second with like a little backdoor.
Okay, we got Resto on Sander, just finished, and we got the Sheep on Sulfuris. So I'm really interested to see how Leaf plays here, because Leaf will be the MVP of the team fights. All he has to do is purge the Pestiole, purge the Sulfuris Sheep, and then they win the fight. So we'll see if he's able to do that. If coL is able
It's
to.
going to be bad for Chinawan here. His probably going to be interrupted. They do catch him with Midas nearby in his portal key. Oh, but he gets a big toss off, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep him alive. Will he actually, Midas having to use that Void Talisman, coming in handy.
Close enough.
Wow. I mean, it looked like Pebbles was done for, and then he almost turns it around.
Yeah, that was close. B is smoked up here. They're still going to search the trees, but Complexity both had TPs. Didn't finish in Genjuro, by the way? He should have, right?
Well, no, in about 2 split seconds here,
Yeah.
it is the completed Genjuro,
Right.
so.
Okay, exactly the expected items, but now here comes the tricky part. What do you want to go next? Because I feel like... I still think Demonic is great, but he doesn't get a lot from it because he'll still be squishy.
Demonic.
He could also honestly go to PK. I wasn't joking about that. Like, he PKs in, he hits, he Genjuros once, hits, W's, and then he just runs away. But I don't really like that either. It's such a tough game to for your 6th item here.
For your 6th item slot.
Yeah. He could even go a symbol, because if they can keep him alive long enough, now they can do that with just Cocoon.
Can he bulk up with something like
A heart, maybe?
a Heart or a Frostwolf? Or I mean, maybe. You don't want to go a Nullstone after the Shrunken, right?
I mean, they have the shield breaker, right? But you can still use the activation on symbol, so I think symbol's fine. And then, because Madman also has a lot of, will have a lot of damage eventually. So they will have 2 carriers. If they use everything on Nomad, I think it's fine. But they also have Self-Ult to stop the symbol, of course, so I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not going to call the 6th item here.
Right.
It's hard.
Somebody on the team should grab an Abyssal at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Good that you mentioned that, actually. Definitely an Abyssal and Hellborn. Double melee carry, and of course, more melee in general. And it's just a great item overall, so yeah. Abyssal and Pebbles, I would imagine. Still need a Demonic, though. But
So Samurai's got double ultimate available.
picks up a Mighty Blade, so he's going to Shrunken as we expected. And Pesty's also going to Shrunken as we expected. So no one's doing anything crazy so far.
Yeah.
Madman Shrunken here in 300 gold. So yeah, no, now it's really hard though, because it's so hard for coL to find plays against Monarch, because you know that they have vision everywhere, and they're actually oh god. Go to the top lane, top left. We did this ward on a tournament game just before Thailand.
Oh.
It's a really interesting ward because of the sole fact that Oscar loves trees, just like Onmi. Shout out to Onmi. So he's, yeah, no, it's a good word to see if
It gives
Midas
this
is hiding.
whole area.
Yeah. Oh my god. A 2-shot to Pesty.
Pestilence not an easy target to kill most of the time, but he's hitting there for massive, massive crits with that ability. And now
This is what I mean though, if he goes to Scout build with the PK, he can kill people still, but imagine another damage. Imagine a Wingbow here.
Yeah.
Holy. I don't know.
That's true. The Wingbow would work pretty well. I mean,
Yeah, Wingbow's
Sandrate's
not
going
bad.
to do a lot of the damage here, but
Just scouting.
down in the bottom lane, yeah.
Oh, they
Chinowan's going to be forced to use this.
shit
Again,
outside.
tossed defensively. They pick him off, but all the while, the rest of the MRR team's rotating over here, so he's
No
got to make a
dust,
clean TP here.
Ah, nice. Nice catch there.
Oh, they found Midas.
Yeah, no, I was looking at
Okay,
it.
yeah.
That was very,
I was
very
watching
smart stun
Sandrate.
there. No, sorry, I thought they were scouting with Sandoval. I didn't even notice the pebbles, so great job.
Not bad.
No, but good pick by coL. Sadly lost their Midas, of course, but still a favorable trade, I would say. And Sulfuris is going to farm aggressively.
I mean,
here.
10,000
Never mind.
gold at this point. At what point do they have an answer for the Nomad? I mean, is he still easy to kill if you can lock him down?
You know, I would love to tell you, but I don't know what a Nomad can do. I mean, he's already shown us quite a bit.
I think bulking up would be the right. Yeah, symbol would work well.
Yeah, I think so too. Because like,
He's
if
not
they
that
can't,
squishy. I mean, he's almost got 2K
yeah.
already. Now you add on the, there's a Beast Heart in there. Or
Because another thing is, Demonic is obviously the best item to bulk up against a Pesty Sandwave. But Chandra still does true damage.
This Behemoth
And-
Void Talisman. Ooh, they timed that very perfectly.
Well done.
Also,
Double pickoff, and Conger is up in 30 seconds, I think. If that was cool, I would run straight into Kong, wait for the pit, and just do Kong straight away. They have no buybacks on the 2 supports. Well, you know what? What if Nomad just kills them all anyway?
I wouldn't be surprised. He's in the area here.
Oh god, oh
And
god.
here's going to be onto South Force. 1K crits.
Goodbye.
He's going to tabble himself. Doesn't get up the hill. That's 1 man down. This Nomad, dude, it's unbelievable.
Yep,
what's
and now coL
happening
can't
here.
Conger, and MRR gets free Kong because he can buy back on South Forest, but I don't think they're going to.
He didn't even have an opportunity to sheep the Nomad, huh? Because he instantly shrunk it.
They're Pebble Boards in Vision here, but that's not good. Yeah, coL can't do anything. It's going to die too fast. Look at this. Holy moly. Well, I guess that answered our question about the 6th item. He's just going to get tokens.
Token, yeah.
Yeah. So we learned a lot today. We learned that Nomad can 4-shot a Helm South Forest and can get 700 GPM in no time.
This is crazy. I mean, it's 2 games in a row with really like just an unconventional carry. And look at this ward coming into play.
Yeah.
They just saw
Such a
Pestilence
good
come
ward,
up here.
man. Yeah, it's insane.
And they see the Midas.
Oh my god.
Midas just uses Void Talisman there.
They know that Pesty's still here. Oh, he took it out.
He's going to eventually leave here.
Oh, that's such a good ward. I don't know why we didn't think of this ourselves, because we used his ward like in previous tournaments, but we didn't do it at all today. Because I don't know how many times Oscar was sitting in the tree's top and just pushing out our lanes, and we were so frustrated.
Madman's starting to become a threat too.
Yep, I think Elder here.
Coming into play.
Abyssal. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's gonna help even more. I mean, do you think Pebbles? He can even buy a Demonic now or a Bulwark at least to start things.
Well, I think he's gonna go Shrunken just to ensure his
Okay.
initiation. But no, yeah, Demonic. Like they need a Demonic. Like there's no reason not to.
Like they have every other teamfight item in the book
Yeah.
at this point. There's a
Oh,
Sandwraith ultimate.
they know Nomad isn't there. They might go here.
Onto Behemoth, but the Void Talisman's going to prevent the Desert Curse.
Stun
He
for
takes
South.
very minimal damage. Off to the side, Chidawan's just waiting for the right moment to come in here. Madman quickly killing off Sandwraith. Oh, that's Sandwraith's second ultimate. Behemoth shotgun come around the Pestilence. Pestilence goes down. Sandwraith, now Chidawan joins the party with the double damage.
Oh, Nomad's coming in. Nomad.
There's
Goodbye.
Nomad over here on the side. Andromeda gets melted. South Forest, 1, 2. Can he get away? He's got a tablet in 12 seconds. Ghost Marchers. Chidawan's roaming over here, just waiting. Nomad is gonna get the kill. That's a double tap here. What did he do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you ban Nomad in game 3?
I don't know.
He just ulted there.
Yeah, he saw the pesky buyback.
Yeah.
Expected initiation.
There goes. Pebble's going to take a bunch of the damage, but this Nomad still has the token, and he's just playing it extra safe, trying to make them bait it more and more. Look how long it's taking him to kill the Pebbles in a 3-on-1.
Yeah, they realized that we don't need Chidawan, man. We're just going to leave him.
It back on out of there.
All right, so we got 70 seconds for Pebbles, and he's probably going to buy that chunk, and then they're just going to go bottom. Or they wait for the next token, because I guess when we said that they had equal, when I said they had equal late game, I was very stupid.
This is identical to last
Nomad
game,
is, yeah, no, I told you, they can't go late game against the Tice. They need to have that aggression, and when MRR won that early/mid game team fight, the game has changed. And now we're Thai versus NAEU in late game with the Alcrones, with their playstyle, and the Monarch on top with all the map vision they've had all game, and you just can't do anything. But I did not expect Nomad to have this much impact, or be this crazy. Like,
I don't think anybody foresaw it, but it's definitely, I mean, you always know that the potential's there.
yeah,
The
of
Hero
course.
does a ton of damage in a,
Yeah, they're just going bottom.
quick timing. But how much time left on the token here? 90 seconds, that's enough time for bottom Barracks with ease, and they don't have anything like a Behemoth or something to kind of prevent this push.
No. And they know they only have one Sandwraith ult as well. The question is if Chitawan will buy Shrunken, run bottom, or buy post and be there. We'll find out in a second.
Madman working on his next item here, 2,400 gold in the bank.
Yeah, Basher, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shrunken. All right, 2 Shrunkens, and then he's gonna run bottom. They might not use this token though. Like they're in no rush because Nomad is insane. So they might just wait for next token, but they have 1 minute, so yeah, they're just gonna go. And this will be, if MRR wins this team fight, game's over. But if coL hosts is off, we have a longer game to expect. Sandriff is still top, pushing it out. Double ulti in 40 seconds, so only one ulti for now.
I don't even know if you want to fight it.
You can.
All right,
See the
there you
perch?
go. The Sheep 6 instantly gonna, a nice double toss coming out by Pebbles. They completely take out Midas. Midas going to instantly buy back here. Nomad turns his attention on the Sand Wraith. God, he 5 shots to the guy, but Andrew's going to swap him out. A nice little play there by Love, but the Sacrificial Lamb does not live long. Pestilence goes down, following up there. Behemoth throwing down the stomp as a taunt, and look at Nomad here. He might even dive the well here. 1, 2, 3 on a Sand Wraith. The Pebble's going to toss him up. Look at the cleave damage. That's a hat trick for Punk Hang. GG's being called. And MRR takes game 2 as well. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that was one hell of a game. He's going to end it with 802 gold per minute. Onto the Nomad. Well, that's 2 games in a row. Complexity took it in the later stages, as you put, and it just there's not much you can do. You don't want to outgreed them, like you said.
That was crazy. I don't know. I don't have much to say. I guess that was just. I think Monarch had, like, you see Monarch sitting here on 0-5-5, but if you follow him, he was on point on every sheepstick. His warding was great, and the Cocoon just did so much early game. TP out, saving heroes.
Yeah,
if they didn't have Monarch, I think this would have been a completely different game. But I guess then we also saw Nomad do as great as he did, and that was just amazing to watch, really.
I mean, what can you do against a team like this? It's just early on, like, do you continually gank the Nomad in this situation? Like, if you had to do it all over again, like, because this seems to be like a repeating theme.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, maybe they could have, like, long laned the Andro plus Midas and Sulfuris in the enemy jungle and / tri-lane them, but then you have a 1v1 between Madman and Sandriff, and that's unfavorable, you know. So
yeah, we're going to show you guys a couple highlights here for a moment. But obviously we can't see them just yet, but yeah, I mean, because it seemed like you guys 2-0'd MRR. I mean,
yeah, no, like I've said before, we've been after this. We came here earlier to Thailand, of course, to practice beforehand the event because we wanted to get as much practice as we could. And I personally felt very, very safe against the Thai teams, with exception of mixes. And I was afraid of what D-Dog could pull out in terms of she strats and deadlift and scrap and stuff like that.
Right.
Which they tried one game, which, like I said, is one of the most amazing strats I've ever seen.
It was so clever.
It was so clever. It's
almost, you don't want to call it cheese because it was.
Yeah, it was so good. It was like, holy shit. So
it was such a fun game to watch.
Yeah, no, that was a very fun game. So no, I personally think that MRR is probably the Thai team that we are the best at to play against because they play half Thai, half NAEU, and I've kind of feels like I kind of figured them out at least. Yeah. But obviously I'm not on stage right now. So, but as for Nomad, I honestly.
Oh, we get to see a couple of the fights here. Yeah, I mean, this is when Nomad just started coming into fruition. Pestilence going to get quickly taken out by him. Nomad was just lurking off to the side. He hadn't even come in.
They did that without Nomad.
Exactly. He hadn't even come in yet. Now he comes in, finishes off Lord Sulfuris. Or wait, I think Self doesn't get away here. Chidawan comes in.
Yeah, exactly. He just cues him to Rose and catches up.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And then look, I told you, the combos. Like, I don't like it, but how many double / triple combos did he do this game?
Yeah.
Even when they dove the well just now in the end.
And you got 2 heroes with cleavers, your carries. Yeah. So if they're nearby, any one of them's nearby.
Sense. Like, it's like when coL had mage spin against us and we were stacked up. They just die. And then double cleaver on top of triple pebbles toss. Like, how do you survive that?
It's madness here, and that's really unexpected for me. I didn't think that this might be a 3-0 series, but
no, like I said though, I liked coL's draft this game way more than game 1 because it was way more aggressive, and that's what you need to do against the Thais. But for the love of God, bad Monarch game 3.
Yeah, and maybe give Fuzzy something he's a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
He did well on the Pestilence, but
yeah, he didn't do too bad, but it's still not his hero. He's played this one time in the tournament, and like you said, I think they were a little bit afraid that MRR was going to pick it, and that's why they picked it for themselves. So I did not like the Pesty on Fuzzy, but he did play it well. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like it's his fault that they lost.
No, not at all here.
They just got Nomad, man.
So, being that you want to see them more aggressive, I mean, would you be opposed to be running like just multiple dual lanes or
What did we do in our last 2 games
something
against
to
them?
mix it up? Because it's not like these guys are just sitting around. The MRR is very aggressive as well. And as soon as they get a little bit of breathing room, they go in there. So, Complexity might have to reach into the bag of tricks.
Yeah, so as you can see right here, we have a similar lineup, but we had a Tempest, which MRR banned out, which was very smart because that would have fit very well with the lineup. But we also have a late game hero, but we don't go late game. Like it did go 41 minutes, but we were always aggressive. We were always on their side. I don't think coL was on the enemy side once this game when they weren't ganking.
Right.
But they never farmed the enemy's hero. So MRR always had their own side to farm, and then they also farmed aggressively. So like I said, they just choke you and try to take as much farm as possible. And here, they have triple core again. They have Dark Lady, they have Warbeast, they have Dr. Repulsor in the game against us. We just pick early, we fight them.
That's a crazy draft to look at.
Yeah, it looks so stupid, right? But then they do this the same as well here, but with Nomad, and then they make it work.
They somehow get it there.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, I don't know.
It's
We
a great
got
game to
game 3
watch.
coming out here. Are you going to be casting the next one as well?
If you want me here, sure.
Yeah, I think Breaky's going to take over that one. But, yeah, definitely. You know so much about these teams. It's very invaluable to know. It'd be a shame to not get some of that knowledge put out there. But I really hope we got more games coming up for you guys. We are going to go to a short break here. But game 3 coming up between Complexity and MRR. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sand where no one can see.